Ooh, welcome into the PHNX Daily Bet Show, brought to you by the one and only DraftKings Sportsbook app, America's top-rated sportsbook app. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and leave us a 5-star review. I'm Shane Diefenbach, joined, as always, by Johnny Venerable. How are you feeling today, Johnny?
I had a tough one yesterday, ladies and gentlemen. It was not a good week 3 for your boy. I had a monster week 2 of the NFL season, but yesterday, listen, I only have myself to blame. Betting on Josh McDaniels, the Cardinals let me down. Always dabble a little bit on the Cards money line, and then the Bills blew one of my early parlays. I did not have the magic touch. It was like college football and NFL upset special all over the weekend. Thankfully, better judgment. I was going to put a bunch of money on the Niners last night, and thankfully I had some reservations and would have lost even more money. So not great. Need a big bounce back week.
Yeah, I think I did pretty well, or I know I did pretty well. I think I did pretty well on the show. We'll just get into it right now. Let's see. Ravens lock, Raiders no, Saints no. WFT was supposed to be plus 6.5. They didn't cover that, did they? No, they only scored 2 points. So not good on my picks at all. But did not realize that Joe Mixon did not score a touchdown. Justin Jefferson did not hit that. Derek Carr did hit that. Wow, that's a lot worse than I thought. I bet really well over the weekend. I'll tell you that much. I went really heavy on the Ravens. I hit a couple nice teasers.
You did.
Yeah. So we'll take it. Let's see what Sean did. Let's see if Sean picked up the slack a little bit. Bills did not cover that. The Chiefs was a trap game, as I said. Panthers won that. Falcons won that. And the over, did that hit in the Cardinals game?
No, it did not. There was 32 points scored in that game.
We'll take a look at his props as well. Jalen Hurts, anytime touchdown. I don't believe he ran for one. I don't think Tyreek Hill got there, but I think Zach Ertz might have had 5.
He might have had 5 drops. I don't know if he had 5 receptions, but not a good weekend for any of us. I mean, no. Shane and I, it's good for people to know, like, we dabble on our bets on the show, and then Sunday comes around, we want to gamble some more. So we find interesting lines that have moved, positive or negative, and really go prop heavy on Sunday. I had a 4 or 5 leg prop parlay, and I want to say 1 out of the 5 hit. It was so gross. It included Treylon Burks, which I know made Shane want to throw up in his mouth. So
reasonably so.
We need to reset this weekend.
Yeah, and I think we will. This is a weird week in the NFL. It's been a weird couple weeks. Week 2 and 3, both some crazy games. A lot of fun happened. A lot of what I said came true. The Chiefs definitely was a trap game. 100%. That game was bizarre. The Ravens, the first defense lock of the year, has hit. So if you just want to dabble on 1 or 2 bets during the weekend, why don't you just go ahead and take the defense lock every single Friday, posted on our Instagram story. 1 for 1, looking for a even better week 4. Maybe I can get some plus money action, but we'll see when it comes to that. And if you want to do that, use the DraftKings Sportsbook app. It's safe, it's secure, it's reliable, and best of all, it just makes NFL Sundays that much more fun. There's no better place to dabble in the sports betting game than DraftKings Sportsbook app. Plus, new customers can bet just $5 on any NFL team to win and get $200 in free bets if they do. So if you would have taken the Ravens money line, cha-ching, cha-ching, get $200 in free bets. And if that's not enough, everybody can boost their winnings with DraftKings stepped up same game parlays. Right now, for every leg you add, you can boost your winnings up to 100% with payouts bigger than ever. Why gamble on football anywhere else? And the most fun thing about same game parlays and the stepped up feature is they can really increase those odds. Last night I had a really fun one. I had Deebo Samuel, I think, over like 95 all-purpose yards rushing and receiving. Ooh. And then the Niners money line. He had 70 all-purpose receiving and rushing yards in the first half, and they were controlling that game. I was feeling very good about that. Got the payout up to, I believe it was plus 350 with the same game parlay feature, because I had a couple other things sprinkled in, like easy stuff just to get a couple legs in there, like over on like 10 points for the Broncos, and that ended up hitting barely. But yeah, it's a great feature. So download it today. Use that promo code PHNX. It's promo code PHNX on the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Minimum age and eligibility restrictions apply. See those show notes for more details. All right, Johnny, got a weird game tonight. Got a gross game tonight. Got a great quarterback game tonight. What are you expecting to see on Monday Night Football, Johnny Venerable?
Me throwing up in my mouth. The NFC East, it's hard for me to watch a full length 4 quarters without like also being on my phone or trying to do laundry or something else because it's just inept coaching. Now, I will say Brian Daboll has willed this team to 2-0, and I think give him credit. I haven't played anybody. The Giants have a bottom 3 roster in the NFL, and he's making the most of it, which makes me sad. Brian Daboll was available many off seasons, and the Cardinals, among other teams, weren't interested, and he's making Daniel Jones look competent. On the flip side, Mike McCarthy, I think we got our one Cooper Rush looks good game. Caught clearly the Bengals by surprise. You got enough moxie from that defense led by Micah Parsons to get that W. I think I'm hesitant to go with the Cowboys today. I will, in my better judgment, because I cannot fathom this Giants team starting 3-0. I just can't. And it's not an indictment, or excuse me, it's not a compliment to the Cowboys. You're forced to pick a team. That's how Vegas feels because this game is essentially a pick 'em. It probably will be by the time it kicks off, but I think the Cowboys are a slight underdog at +1. I like Dallas in this game just because I feel like they just have the better roster. Even with the injuries up front, no one scares me for the Giants. You know, they've got Thibodeau, the kid from Oregon that's coming back and working his way back as a top pass rusher. Anxious to see him, but Daniel Jones, there's brooding with their receiving core. Kenny Galladay sounds like he might get cut or traded. They won't play Kadarius Toney. You know, I think Dallas actually clamps down on Saquon pretty well, and Danny Dimes is forced to throw the ball, and I think that's going to be bad news for the Giants tonight. Ugly game.
Yeah. Looks like Kayvon Thibodeau is going to play tonight. He's set to make his NFL debut. Super exciting there. Micah Parsons was questionable with an illness. He is going to play as well. And I think Dalton Schultz, he traveled with the team and he's going to test his knee before the game. So that'd be big for Cooper Rush because, you know, bad quarterbacks need their tight end.
You can run on the Giants. The Panthers ran on the Giants last week. The Cowboys want to run the ball about 45 times tonight.
Yeah. So we'll get into my picks in a second, but this is the only reasoning I have. Who's the best offensive player on the field tonight, Johnny?
I mean, CeeDee Lamb, probably.
Really?
Yeah. I think he is being grossly misused. He's missing Dak Prescott. I was full on the CeeDee Lamb hype train before the season. I think he would do wonders with somebody like, I don't know, Kyler Murray, but I think he has been neutered. Like offensive skill player, CeeDee Lamb, offensive player as a whole. I mean, like, is that Zach Martin? Maybe, I don't know. Cam Thomas has become a really good player for the Giants. Did not see that coming. So one of those three, probably.
It's Saquon Barkley, and that's why I'm going.
It's not.
Yes, it is.
Not.
Yes, it is. 100%. I'm going with Giants money line. It's a pick 'em right now, basically -1 and +1. I'm taking Giants money line, and I'm also taking the under. Not the Giants under 39.5 points, Emma. That would be crazy. Just a full game under 39.5 points. Just don't see many points being scored with Cooper Rush and Daniel Jones. But I like Danny Dimes to get out of the pocket tonight, which we'll get into a little bit later. Johnny, I know you're on the other side of the coin, Cowboy coin, taking the Cowboys.
I don't feel great about it. Like, listen, I think Dallas will probably win again because they have a better roster, and I think the coaching matchup slightly favors Daboll. But I know my opinion might change by kickoff. But I will never ever bet the Giants right now. They need an overhaul. I can't trust Danny Dimes in a primetime game. If I bet money on the Giants, Danny Dimes will throw 3 interceptions. So it's best I just probably stay away from this. But I wanted to make a pick. Micah Parsons is fantastic. He's one of my favorite players to watch in the NFL right now. You know how I love CeeDee Lamb. There's more fun players on the Cowboys, more high-end players. If you had to rank Shane Diefenbach, the top 10 players on each roster combined, I think 7 of 10 would be Cowboys. And that's why I'm going to go with the Cowboys in this game.
Yeah, I 100% agree with that. But yeah, I don't think this game is won by a team effort. I think it's won by individual talent today, and it seems like Saquon's probably going to have his way tonight. But we'll see.
To ask me mid-season, like if he does this for 8 weeks and he's not hurt and he's not in the IR tent or whatever, and he's not averaging 3 yards per carry, I will believe he's back.
Yeah, but for right now, we know he's healthy, and that's all that matters.
I'm happy for him.
Yep, he's a fantastic player. Johnny, prop wise, what do you like tonight? I know you like some Micah Parsons action.
I do. You can get him right now on DraftKings minus 145, half, a little over a sack, essentially. I think he has multiple. So if you want to dabble, if you want to tease that, minus 145 feels like a lock. And then I love CeeDee Lamb anytime touchdown. They are making a conservative effort. They've said this week, Mike McCarthy and company, to get CeeDee Lamb more involved, end arounds, screen passes. I think he's going to eat against the suspect Giants secondary. Plus 170 in combination. Do a little parlay, make some plus money tonight. Give me Dallas and their stars. I want star players to perform, and I think they will on Monday Night Football.
Love it. Yeah, tonight should be fun. As much fun as you can have with this type of game. Primetime games, bigger spotlight. Weird things happen. I remember, I think it was a Cowboys and Giants game when the black cat ran on the field in that October.
Yeah.
I think that was Cowboys Giants. So let's see another one of those. Give me another black cat, because I don't think we're going to get a lot of entertainment from a football perspective. I think you might get one or two good plays, but that's why I'm taking the under, and that's why I'm taking Saquon Barkley to score at any time during the game. Plus 105 on the DraftKings Sportsbook app. He's a favorite to score at any time tonight. I think he gets there. But I don't know if he's the leading rusher in this game, because that goes to Daniel S. Dimes. This man is faster than people think. I know he looks a little goofy, but he's quick. He is quick. So I'm taking his over on rushing yards at 25.5. I think he has to get out of the pocket, especially with Micah Parsons breathing down his neck all night. I think he scoots a little bit. Daniel scoots Dimes. Daniel S. Dimes.
Whatever. But Danny back up in 2023. Brian Dable salivating over the quarterback class. The Giants, here's the thing about the Giants that I think Giant fans need to face facts with. They're going to be competitive enough because of Dable to win games this year that will kick them out of the quarterback derby next April. And that's, unless they want to mortgage their future, trade up. Ask how San Francisco, ask how that worked out when the Eagles did it for Wentz and the Rams did it for Goff. Like they're going to be in need of a quarterback this year. They're going to win 6 or 7 games, and I don't know. Sometimes bottoming out is the right thing to do. And the Giants are going to need a new quarterback. But Danny Dimes, listen. He's going to be around the NFL 8 to 10 years. He'll get his Mitch Trubisky moment where he leaves and backs up somebody and then gets another job to start. It'll be a disaster like Trubisky in Pittsburgh. But I think Cooper Rush makes more plays tonight. Cooper Rush, listen, I don't think he's anything special, but Dak was playing so average to begin the year. How much of a drop-off, really, between Dak and Cooper Rush is right now? The Cowboys got a lot of problems.
You saw one game against the Bengals team that is not very good.
Giants aren't any good.
It is a huge drop-off.
Bengals have a much better defense on paper. Went to the Super Bowl than the Giants, the New York Giants. Name 4 players for the Giants defense right now.
I can't.
You can't do it. There you go.
But it's against. But it was one game. You're going to tell me Cooper Rush is not a big drop-off from Dak Prescott?
Listen, I watched your boy Geno Smith be competent for a couple of weeks against bad teams. I've watched Jacoby Brissett be competent enough. Cooper
Rush is one of the worst backup quarterbacks in the NFL.
I think he's fine.
I think he's fine.
So. And I actually think Dallas is probably better equipped in a lot of ways, kind of like the Cardinals with Colt McCoy last year, to dumb down the offense enough where they don't shoot themselves in the foot. And I think it's a one-possession game.
Do you think Cooper Rush is a better quarterback than Daniel Jones?
On any given Sunday, maybe.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. Oh, that's just not true. And that's why you don't bet on bad quarterbacks in prime time, guys. Stay away from this game if you can, but this is our job. Johnny, anything else before we get out of here?
PHNX Cardinals Live, myself, Bo Brock, Damian Anderson tonight. We're going to talk about the fallout of the 20-12 loss to the LA Rams. The Cardinals are now 1-11. Did it again against Sean McVay. They haven't won 11 games. They've won 1. What needs to change? What has to change? And is this Sunday's matchup against the Carolina Panthers and Matt Rule a must-win? Find out 4 p.m. today. PHNX Cardinals Live. Do not miss it.
ASU Live at 3 p.m. right here on the PHNX Sports YouTube channel. Don't miss out on that. We're going to be talking about what happened this weekend and all of that. But until then, we'll see you guys tomorrow live every Monday through Friday at noon right here on the PHNX Sports YouTube channel. You can follow me on Twitter at Shane D. Follow Johnny on Twitter at Johnny Venerable. Follow the show on Twitter at PHNX_bets. And we'll see you tomorrow at noon, because that's when it is every day. I was just at Suns Media Day. My brain kind of hurts. Peace, love, and give DeAndre Ayton some slack, guys.